Madden NFL 23, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the New York Giants and the Arizona Cardinals, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New York Giants and the Arizona Cardinals. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. London. Oh, what a catch by Hopkins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way. And able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done. And for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. I don't know if they scripted this drive or they're going off field, but that's 3 plays that are working pretty well.
Yeah, not only that, there's 3 first downs as a result. I want to think about maybe taking a timeout on defense and trying to regroup because their strategy thus far is simply not working.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's the option going right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Holding, offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Operating from the gun, London. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Prater's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw.
Here on its opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Let's go, man.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Henderson. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. On fourth down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. With it is Brown. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Cardinals. How about that? Their quarterback, 77 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays, here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw. And that was a long touchdown on the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Henderson. He finds his man complete. It's Cannon. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Henderson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Henderson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the draw, this is Barkley, and he's going to be stacked. Back and down. The 4-3 defense there did its job, funneled things right to the middle linebacker.
And they do a nice job of playing team defense. Everyone takes care of their responsibilities. That allows that guy in the middle to do his job, which is search and destroy.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Henderson. He's got Bellinger. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Henderson. Being chased out left. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down. Doesn't find anyone open. Tucks it away. Takes off and picks up the 1st down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Henderson. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Henderson got his man complete over the middle. That's Cannon. Touchdown, Giants! From 21 yards away. And the Giants are back within a score. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Cardinal offense takes back over.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 1st and 10, London. He's going deep for Brown. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
New York set to take the field.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Off play action. Henderson. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can't he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Throwing on 1st down. Henderson gets this out to Saquon Barkley.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw. Henderson. He finds his man. Complete. It's Cannon.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Giants.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Looking to throw. Henderson. Over the middle, complete. It's James. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down. Back to throw. Henderson under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Henderson, touchdown! From 8 yards out.
And the Giants have moved out in front.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The drive will start with an option going left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
First play of the drive, a first down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Second and 9 from the 44.
Looking to throw. London. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does. And we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 54 yards. And the Cardinals are once again back in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Henderson. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Henderson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. That's taken in by... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, London. And this one is incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. London. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. London got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Henderson.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So we reach halftime here in Glendale. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Back to throw. Henderson throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
You ready to roll?
On 1st and 10, Henderson. He's going to air one out. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. And even 40 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Henderson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Barkley going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stumped that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Barkley again.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Giants have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Operating from the gun, London.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
They had the incomplete. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking the lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Henderson. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Brown with his stick skills. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Back to throw. London. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. Going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. London. Eluding the pressure right. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Yeah, able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
To throw on 3rd down, London steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And now out come the Giants. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. but you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Looking to throw on second down. Henderson. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Complete to Daniel. An 8-yard pickup. First down, 2 yards.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
They'll go to Barkley again, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw. Henderson. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Jamie Gillendown as he's on to punt for New York. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. All eyes on the Cardinals now. Down on the scoreboard. 1:46 to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Back to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Back to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Passing the game, and it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 10 more there and another first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5.
Operating from the gun, London. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.